About 3 weeks ago, I did a video on the DJI Mini 5 Pro and the DJI Goggles 3 because I had quite a few people saying, Shaun, will there be an update so it will be compatible with the Goggles 3? But unfortunately, just before I made that video, DJI contacted me to say it's not going to happen, guys. For some reason, those goggles are just not compatible for some reason with the Mini 5 Pro, which did obviously upset a lot of people. But also, God, I got so many comments. And what those comments were all about was about, Shaun, don't worry, you can use AR glasses. And, you know, I had loads of them, but obviously the main minority of those comments was reference to the RayNeo Air 4 Pro glasses. God, that's a name for it, which is that they sent them to me to review and check it out. Are they that good? So back in 2020, September, we had our first UK drone show. And I went up with Steve. Now, Steve runs the Drone Seekers International. And we went up to see all the other guys that had formed mainly the Yorkshire Drone Seekers. Now, I saw another Steve. I'll tell you what, I can't believe the amount of Steves I saw up there. Anyway, there was a pair of glasses that Steve had, and they were the Epson glasses. And I'll be honest, the picture then was about that small, I think. But it was pretty good because obviously you had all visual all around you. But right in the middle was the screen. I'm trying to think now. I think this is all to do with when we had the RCN 1, maybe 2 then. I don't know. Can't remember it now. So the software, anyway, you could see what's going on the screen. Obviously the DJI Fly app. I can't remember back then. Were we talking about a Go 4 app, something like that? And it was pretty amazing. And it was really bright. And I mean, I wanted to get one. They were really expensive. I know Steve that runs the Drone Seekers International, he bought a pair. But there was obviously some major issues with uploading. Well, I'm on about updates. And I think in the end, he gave up with it. And then obviously we had a Laurel, and I think about the past couple of years, isn't it, these AR glasses have come out. When there's quite a few makes, but this RayNeo Air 4 Pro seems to have a good name for itself. So I thought what I'll show you first is what you get in the box, guys. Obviously this is the case, and this is what I would take out. And in here, I've got my glasses. They give you a cover as well when it's really bright, which is pretty handy. And obviously the other main thing is the cable. Now, the cable will fit in at the bottom of your RC2 controller, and then that plugs into the goggles. I'll show you that later on in the video. And this is the box it comes in, very posh, isn't it, eh? All done. I'm gonna open. So virtually what you get in the box, guys, you get a bit of cleaning cloth, which I must put into the case there because I can imagine picking this up all the time. They're going to either get dusty or I'm going to get my greasy fingers on them. Now, another thing I've noticed they've given us is another nose piece, because I suppose everybody's noses are different shapes and sizes. Now, I've got a broken nose, but I found the ones that they give me on the glasses were fine. But that's there for you. You do get like a quick start pamphlet, all in different languages. There was 2 other little booklets, but it's all the same sort of thing, you know, about health and safety. And then you get these like prescription things that you can, I presume you just go to the, I presume you go to your optician and get them made up if you've got really bad ulcer. Now, I can't see brilliantly without my glasses, but I found putting them on was fine because they're up close to my face. But I suppose those ones that have got bad eyesight, yeah, that's a good idea to use. What I thought I'd do, I'll just go through some of the things, because I've seen quite a few videos. I mean, there's loads of videos out there. I mean, I'm not going to go into the spec, guys. I will put up some information just there, just to give you some idea. Because there's so many videos. I've sort of come late in the game on these glasses. But there's so much information about that. But I did see quite a few misleading titles on some of the thumbnails saying that it will fly any drone. Well, that's not correct. What I have noticed, it does sing, as long as you've got the RC2 controller, whatever drones is on that, which I will mention in a moment, you can fly them. But if you've got the RC controller, even though it's got the same connection, it won't work. And I did try with my RC2 and RCN3 controller. That didn't work, but I'm not going to say you can't do that, because I did hear somebody said that you can do a hack. I can't find that video, but I have seen another video where you can plug it into a tablet somehow. I don't know how that works. I'll be honest, I'm not into the techie stuff on this. I like to see it hands-on myself. But okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you how quick it is to connect up. And what you do, one end is nice and straight and the other end slightly bent. And what you do then, you just plug that into the back of the glasses. I'm going to plug it then into my controller here. And hopefully it will come up on the screen. Alright, without pressing nothing. And let's just see if that's come on. Yep. Right, I don't know if you... I don't know. It's very difficult trying to show it. I think it's just trying to capture that light on the screen there. But it has come on. There's no point in me actually showing you, because what you're going to see, guys, is what you can see on my screen. Alright, if I press then, I press some button then, haven't I? Right, so this is the only problem I have, because I wear glasses. It's taking off one pair and then putting these on. Okay, so I've got that there. And what I've found is, alright, so this gives you an idea of what I can see. I can see it like that in front of me, and I can see the complete top row, which is the most important, I think. And also I can see what's going on the bottom. And what's weird about this, because I'm not used to wearing these yet, is you feel like you want to touch nothing out there, if you get what I mean. Obviously you've got to do it on the controller. So that's good to know you got all that visual. So at least that's one thing, it works with this, because I would have been a little bit disappointed that you couldn't see that. And I'm just going to check again, because I haven't flown this for about a week or so. I'm just going to take these off a mow. So frequently used drones, it's the Mavic 4 Pro, the Mini 5 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, and then we got the Air 3S, the Air 3, and that's it. I was expecting to see some other drones on there, but that's it. See, they've even got the Avata 360 on here. So I hope there will be an update on that. So I thought what we'll do now, we'll go outside and we'll fly the Flip and the Mini 4 Pro using the... so you can see what I'm on about is the RayNeo Air 4 Pro glasses, which I will be looking forward to, I must say. So let's go outside. So I'm here now. I've checked my weather app. Weather's looking good. I think I got the most of 8 miles per hour, if that. But what I've done first, I thought I'd try out my Mavic 4 Pro using my RC Pro 2 controller. Here's the glasses. And I thought I'd better show you how you set it up. Got it, guys. It's easy. Easy peasy. As long as you got the glasses and the cable, and that cable's got a slight kink in it, and all that does is fit into that end part there of the glasses. There's no power because it's running off the controller. And if I just show you, so there's the controller, there's the connection there. You just put it in there, That's it, it's all plugged in. Unfortunately, as I said before, you can't see what's going on in those glasses really, but don't forget, it's like it's a mirror effect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on the screen save so you can see what's going on the screen, but that also means that what I can see there. So the drone's already on. I'm going to get myself over here a minute. I'm going to put these on as well. Now the other day I had to sit down, but I think now, because I think the more you use it, the more you get used to it, and it's just getting it in the right position so I can see what's going on at the bottom there. But I mean, I can see what's going on at the top. To me, I think it's the most important, but I now can just adjusting it on the noses there. So I'm going to do auto takeoff. Just going to send the drone up. I can see what's going on down below there from a height. Okay, I'm just going to send it in that direction, put it up a little bit more. So taking it up to about 200 foot. Yep, just over 200 foot now. Just going forward a bit. What's weird about this, you feel like you've got to keep doing that, but you don't need to do that because the screen's right in your face there. It's honestly, guys, it's like that. It's massive, but I can see left and right, down below. So if anything was coming up this track, I'll be able to see it, which is, I think it's a good idea myself. Better than the goggles, really. I know you got on the goggles free, you can tap on the side for picture in picture. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a long flight. I just want to get the drone up in the air. I'm going to press return to home. That's the other good thing. I can look down if I need to onto the screen, because obviously there are things in, like if you want to do, I don't know, master shots, things like that, because you do feel like you want to press. And I suppose that one day will be the next thing. I would imagine you would have these magic gloves that I have seen. Then you can just do that. But at the moment, yeah, got to do it yourself. Anyway, just let the drone come in. So what we're going to do in a moment, once the drone's landed, I'll shut all that down, and we'll then try out the flip wearing these glasses. Changed over to the flips. I'm using my RC2 controller. The flip's over there. What we're trying to do is do a hand launch. I'm just going to change over my glasses, because these are my sunglasses. So I'm just putting on the glasses now. I'm not going to keep going RayNeo. What is it? RayNeo Air 4 Pro, isn't it? Right, funny thing is, I can't see now on the screen because these are quite dark, funny enough, but I haven't got this plugged in yet. So I just plug it in at the bottom there, the controller, that's in, and it should just come up on the screen. Yeah. What I found is if it doesn't come up on the screen, there's a little button here at the side. You just click it, it will come up, and then it's obviously just restructuring your nose so you get that full picture on the screen. So, let's go and get the drone. Okay, going to do a hand launch. Okay, this is be interesting because I'm looking on the controller at the moment. I can see. Okay. Okay, so that just proves that you can obviously see. Well, it just proves that I can hand launch the drone with these goggles on. So I'm going to do the same thing again, nothing spectacular, just sending the drone up. I'll do it again at about 200 foot. Okay, there it is, just over 200 foot. Just going to send it forward. I've noticed I've got that on 4K 60, but I think that's for the drone itself, so I have to remember that when I bring the drone back in, because like I said, I'm trying to do everything in 4K now, and I found if I do it in 4K 30, my new computer seems to cope with that pretty well. So let's do return to home.
Return to home.
Now, as I've said before, I do wear glasses, guys, and it is not easy. But I obviously know I've been using this RC2 now for 3 or 4 years, I suppose. So I got pretty used to what's going on with it. But it is, as I said again, it's just weird effect. What you can see, what's going on there. Now with the Flip, it's not going to land on that landing pad. I'd be amazed if it did. So I'm going to have to be careful in a minute in case it lands on my head. But at least I've got that AR line, and that should tell me virtually where it's going to land. And looking at it, it's going to land sort of here. Can I hand catch it? That's the thing. I don't know. We'll give it a go, eh? If I can cancel that. Okay. I can see it through the glasses.
Landing.
That's my fault. Okay, I'm just changing over now. I've got the Mini 4 on. I've got it on the RC2 controller as well. I'm just going to plug that into the bottom. And nothing's come up at the moment, but there it is, it's come up. I'm just realigning it on the nose. So I've got everything now I can see. I think the main thing is I've got it on 4K 25 on this one. So I've got 64 on the clock, which is good. I've got that vision there. I can see that way, down below. Can't really see up there really. So, Mini 4 Pro's on. Let's get that drone up in the air.
Take off.
Home point's been
updated.
Yeah, home point's been updated. Let's get the drone up in the air. Let's do about 200 foot, like we did with the others. I seem to be a little bit more confident with it now, because when I first tried it, it just felt so weird, so I had to sit down. But now, yeah, it is adjusting to it all, guys. That's what it's all about, it's adjusting to it. Right, 200 foot, look at that, eh? Smack on that is. And we're just going to send the drone out. I can see what's going on with the track, you know, be it walkers or cars. Yeah, it's a total different. I am going to do a couple more of these videos, because what I want to do, I think another good thing about this is I'll be able to get the drone up close to things, especially with the Mavic 4 Pro, because we've got a zoom as well, but I can get a lot closer and see what's going on, which I'm really looking forward to. So anyway, let's do return to home.
Return to home.
It's just a pity that there's no way of having like a little camera stuck next to my eyeball that you can see what's going on the screen. But it's the same if I was looking at the screen. And the sun's there at the moment. I have got my back to the sun. And obviously looking at my controller, this is so much brighter. And I think that's what it's all about. It's the clarity of what you can see on the screen. Right, it'd be interesting to see, because the Mini 4 Pro is not really a precision landing drone, and I'm not gonna hand catch it, that's for sure.
Landing.
Okay, that was interesting. I like the shadow. That's good. Mind you, that's looking pretty good, that, isn't it? I must say. Mini 4 Pro, he does surprise me sometimes. And like any drone any new drone you get, you think, oh, this is the best, and then they go and bring out, the Mini 4 Pro. But oh yes, just slightly off. Okay, there's a couple of things I think you do need to know, because I've heard some people say, even though it comes with an extra set of nose protector things, for those people that's got the funny shaped nose. Now, I've got a broken nose, as I mentioned before. It seems to be all right. I mean, what I was worried about was it going to keep slipping forward, but no, it's once you get it settled on your nose, how you want to see that screen, because some people were saying that they couldn't see the bottom line, but I think that's about you getting yourself set up on there. Now, I'm not really going to explain what's going on. You've got some controls at the side. Now, on this side, you've got the brightness. I've got it full up. And on this side, I believe you've got the volume. Well, you don't need a volume when you're doing drones. If you're watching a movie, that's something different, isn't it? And I think you can obviously do about, if you want to be in the cinema, those sort of things. But when you're flying a drone, you just need it on standard, guys. The other main thing is the reflection. The reason why I'm wearing this grey t-shirt is I've got to thank Bernie. Bernie and me have known each other for years. And we're going right back to the Phantom age with the DJI drones. And he sent me this, because Bernie lives in the USA. And I think, I'm right in thinking, Bernie, if you're watching me, he actually owns a drone shop, which must be amazing. Because, obviously, one of his major things is that he's an FPV pilot. And that was one thing at that period. I thought, no way am I going to be an FPV pilot. But anyway, going back to the glass, one of the things he did say, even on this screen, you get a reflection. But if you're wearing something plain, no lettering, obviously that doesn't help. But the funny thing is that when I was flying the drone, these blotted out and I didn't get that reflection. And to be honest, that reflection, because it's coming upwards, is annoying. So if you've got a white shirt on with, I don't know, Great Britain or whatever on it, you're going to see it on the screen. So just be aware of that. So it's more about what you're going to wear. So if you've got a grey shirt or dark shirt especially, that will get rid of that reflection. Hopefully you found that useful. I did. I've got to thank Bernie for that. That's a long time ago, Bernie. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. That's the main thing. I will be doing some more videos with these glasses because, yeah, like I said, it is a whole different experience. You know, the goggles is an experience. Flying it normal is an experience. But this is strange because I can see where the camera is. I can see right through now. If obviously I look at the sun. So I got these that I could put on if I wanted to. And I can just clip them on there like that. And all I get really now is now I'm facing the sun. I haven't got them on at the moment, but if they were on, I would imagine it would blank that out and I'd be fine. But at the moment, I can just see what's going on down here. I have noticed a lot of YouTubers don't seem to mention that for some reason. I don't think it's a problem. I just think you just need to wear something a bit different, that's all. So, as always, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. It's the main thing. Give it a like, give it a dislike. I don't care really, but I'm going to catch you sooner.